Well, well. We're back, huh? Back at the 9 Club. Looks like we're live on all the platforms. Yes, we are. Last one just clicked on. Today might be a bit of a sad day for your boy. And the reason why is because look at all these pieces. These pieces is all that's left of this Lego build. We're pretty much almost all done. We only have a few pages left, so I think this is going to be the last stream of this Lego build. So without further ado, let's get back into it. Let me make sure my mouse isn't going haywire because I might accidentally hit buttons. So, okay, now we're set up. Now I got to remember what step we were on. And that might be harder than it looks. This is what we were working on. We were doing the dark magic attack ball. Yeah, put this. Oop, I hit the mic. Hopefully I didn't make a poor noise. I need to be more careful with the mic. Okay. I think this might have been the one of these two were the last steps-ish. So let's look to see. I think it was that one was the last step. Because I don't remember building this one. 284. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 284 was the last thing that I did last night. Because I don't recall 285. I don't think I do anyways. And yeah, 283 and 284 was that long piece. So I think 285 is a good place to start, I hope. And 285 calls for this piece. Okay, I have this piece as a good sign. It calls for this piece as well. And it calls for an extension rod in the green color. And I think this is it. And luckily they give me a 1x1 reference to make sure I have the correct piece. So this looks like it shouldn't be too hard. This goes on this piece and it's hard to see via the camera because it's opaque. Kind of blends in with the green in the background, unfortunately. But I think it works okay. Sherry, welcome back, bro. That's 3 days in a row. Yeah, definitely. I was just saying that it's kind of sad. I only have a couple more days. I mean, a couple more pages. So I think for sure we're finishing this up today. For sure. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. I just was recalling where I left off. But good to see you again, Sherry. 3 days in a row. That is awesome. Thanks so much. We just completed the first step of today anyways. Moving on to 286. Looks like more of the same. One of these, a tube, and a T-junction is all it calls for. And we're going to be expanding on what we just made. Looks like the tube goes inside the first tube. 4 days in a row. My apologies. 4 days. Bro, I couldn't be more grateful for you, bro. Seriously. You're giving me motivation to continue it. Because, like, it's late where I am. So it's kind of like after a full day's work, forcing myself to stream. So you're definitely helping me out. I really appreciate you. And then this T-junction goes on the bottom side of this. And then a tube connects the left-hand side. Like that. And then finishing off that side with a tentacle. I think that's the last tentacle that we have. So we're really wrapping things up now. The next step calls for a green rod like this. Another tubular piece, a different color extender. Where is that one? Oh, there it is. That really blends in. And another T-junction. So the first step it wants us to do is take this on the kinked end with the long extender and then use I completed Star Wars UCS Lego set, now on Lego Skywalker. Cut my finger while putting piece. Ooh. Man, you build Legos like every day, it seems like. You must have like the Vatican of Legos at your house. But sorry to hear about your finger. How'd you do that? Is the one you're working on super, like, has a bunch of sharp pieces? Oh, my head's itchy. Yeah, sorry about your finger, man. That sucks. That's gonna make putting Legos kind of putting together Legos kind of difficult, huh? And then that goes together, and then boom. So this one's gonna be a long one, it looks like. And it wants it in that manner. These two pieces for the next step. A ball and socket joint. And another T-junction. So it wants the ball and socket joint to go into one of these. And then the T-junction to go on the other one of those. And then this goes in the middle of the T-junction. Like that. And then it connects all together like this. Is that the correct way? Might not be the correct way. Goes down. Goes down. Nope, it's right. I got it correct. It was just twisted a little bit wrong. There we go. The special part of this magician set is transparent pieces. Yes. I actually really like how it looks. I love this green color. My favorite piece is the one I showed you guys yesterday. The light up piece inside the dark magic attack right here is super cool. But I don't see any other way of like turning it on besides having to take this apart every single time. Sherry, can you think of another... Am I missing something, Sherry? Because I know you put this together a couple days ago. But do I really have to take this whole thing apart every time just to turn that little piece on? Because that would be kind of disappointing. All right, moving on to the next page. We are almost wrapping this up. Actually, no, we still have two more odds and ends to do. We have a little flamer. Tentacle piece. Where is that one? There it is. And then two tubes. 1 and 2. I connected the wire with the light. Every time I want it on, I pull up the wire. Huh. So you like did away with the whole mechanism where you have to twist it? So is it kind of like, I don't know how you did that. But that sounds pretty fancy. All right, so this goes like that on the reverse section, and then this goes, the wing goes like that. And on the other side, a simple tube goes on this end, and a tentacle piece goes on that other end. And I think that finishes off this set of wiring. So bam. Not bad for a dad. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now we're going to connect this piece to our dark magic attack. Now where's the last hole? There it is. We only got one remaining hole. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm missing something here. Oh, no, I'm not. It was hiding in front of me, right? The green statue that is on the second portion of the rack is creeping me out. That is on the second portion of the green. Oh, you're talking about this one, huh? That one right there. Are you talking about that one, Sherry? If you are, it is kind of a creepy face. But if you're unfamiliar with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's called the Pot of Greed. It's iconic. One of the most iconic cards in the game. And Pot of Greed, they made like a pretty large vase. Or a pot, I should say. And I love it. It is kind of creepy if you're not a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. But right there. Should I show it to you? I have a smaller version. Here, let me show you. This is these. I know you were asking me about more of my stuff on the shelf yesterday, but this is easy to grab. So let me grab it real quick. Actually, I have 3. But I'll grab the smallest one. That's funny. This is the smallest one, but I have one in a little bit larger of a size, and then the one that you see in the back is the biggest one, obviously. But there it is. The Pot of Greed. This one's the mug. Never use it as a mug, but I think it's sweet. Super cool. But the big one that's creeping you out, Sherry, is definitely the most high quality. Like, it's actually pretty high quality. I was impressed when I got it. All right, now, but I'm sorry if it's creeping you out, though. It's so big that I wouldn't be able to, like, I literally have run out of room of displaying stuff in my room, so I really don't have a place to put it besides. Or else I'd offer to take it away. And I think that's the ball of death right here put together. Did we put it on yet? Doesn't look like it, so I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to put it over here. Unfortunately, it will be off camera. All that work won't even be seen by the public for a little while. If I looked closely, it's not creeping me out that much. Okay, good. Good, if it's not creeping you out that much. Have you ever been a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, Sherry? If you've never liked it, or actually, I guess it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it was literally my first love in this life. I loved it since I was a child. So if you like card games especially, I think you might like Yu-Gi-Oh. And if you do become a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, Sherry, you will indubitably be a fan of that pot right there. Draws you 2... Wait, what does it do? Oh yeah, it draws you 2 cards. And it became like a meme, too, online. Alright, let me fix this chat box a little bit before I forget again. I think that should be good for now. The other one should be good, I think. Put the mouse to the side. Alright, so now, what does 291 want from me? 291 wants this piece. It wants this piece and this piece right here. It wants me to flip it over in this direction, put this on one end. That literally does not fill me with any sort of confidence at all. I listen to his name first time on your stream. Yeah, Pot of Greed. I'm actually surprised you've never heard of that card. However, I've been into card games my entire life, so like it just seems so normal to me, that's why. So it is always a trip to like someone that's not into card games and stuff, or like that kind of stuff. It's like its own genre. But people do exist, I suppose. But I do suggest if you're ever interested in it, it is a top tier show. The first 3 series, fantastic. The 4th one's okay. The 5th one, not very good. The 6th one, pretty good again. Pretty good again. However, the first 3 are all very, very good. Putting these little pieces of pizza, Chicago style pieces of pizza, on the top of this Lego, and finishing off this rod with, wait, it's not this one. It can't be this one, is it? Huh. I guess it wants it like that. This piece called, oops, you can't even see it on screen. My bad. This piece right here is calling for like a ribbed piece, but this is a circular one. Devsky, what's up, bro? I can't believe it. Back again. Man, I feel so lucky to have both you guys back here. It's not like that. I have over 400 Pokemon cards. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so now that I know you have Pokemon cards, Sherry, I'm even doubly surprised you didn't know Pot of Greed, man. Awesome card. Devsky, how are you doing tonight, bro? Thanks for being here again. I think this is going to be the last day for the the Lego streams. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I think it's calling for this piece. Maybe this one? No, I think it's this one. Yeah, for sure it's definitely this one. So that one goes there. This wheel, a short piece, and it looks like an even shorter one of these tubes. There we go. What are you making? I just ate all my dinner, so this is gonna wrap up my evening. And YouTube reactions, what do you watch? Man, I have not been, especially this week, I feel like I haven't been watching anything. The things I've been watching though is, even though he's very obnoxious, especially in WWE, like I hate him in WWE with a passion. I'm super glad he's not there, but I've been watching a lot of the Pat McAfee show, especially because it's playoff time. I've been watching a lot of that show on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of like Steelers sort of YouTube videos, like Aaron Rodgers press conferences, the Mike Tomlin drama. And then there's this YouTube channel called The Command Zone about MTG. You know what I'm saying? And Magic the Gathering. So it's pretty entertaining. They like do pretty high quality productions of Magic games, and they're pretty entertaining to watch. So those are the main things I've been watching lately. YouTube, how's the day been for you? Some ramen on the stove right now, saving bread. Could watch stuff like that on your stream. I could, right? But then would I get a strike from YouTube? How does that work? Because I've seen people do that on Twitch. So I might have to just go Twitch only then. I do have like a box of stuff I haven't opened because, like I said, I've kind of given up a lot of my hobbies the last 2 years to save bread like you are doing with ramen. Funny story, I had ramen today too. I had, well, not really. It's like the Korean version of ramen, but it's all the same. Buldak, I had buldak. But I have a bunch of stuff to open that I've been putting off for the last couple years. So I could do that on stream. But that will run out pretty quick. I have a feeling it will run out pretty quick. And I can't just keep buying stuff because your boy is not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I got a real minifigure with a set. Did you? Well, that it is fire. It is pretty darn good. I try to limit myself though. I don't have a minifig. What is your minifig, like a Dark Magician, Sherry? I did get this, which this is going to be like the last portion of this build. And it's like, it looks like it's going to be like a nameplate. Is that what you're talking about, Sherry? All right, so this piece goes on the end. I lost my train of thought. Where am I at? Oh, now I remember. So this goes on the wheel like this. Did you watch that Miami game tonight? No, I didn't. Basically, all I've done today is work, eat, and now streaming. So I haven't been able to do much of anything today. Was it good? Dang it, where am I at again? Okay, now I remember. This goes on the end, so this might not actually be the right piece. Is it this piece? No, it can't be this piece. This just needs to get pulled out a little bit, I think. Da-da-da. And this goes all the way on the bottom there. And then this goes at the top. Okay, so maybe I can push it in a little bit more like that. Like that, yeah. Great game, yes? Okay, yeah, and then yes, I did. I have it right here, Sherry. We're almost gonna, I think I only have a couple more steps and I'll get to that minifig. Great game. Man, I haven't been paying attention to anything. But I did see more of that stuff about Trae Young going to the Wizards. I did see that. But I have not been keeping up on much of anything today, bro. The next step is this piece. A T-junction and 2 rings. Okay, they're right here. I'm talking about minifigure that is like we get these from real Lego. Dang, no, I'm missing that. Is it like a dark magician, Sherry? Well, now I'm missing out on that. Yeah, I don't have that minifig. Miami's going to the championship? If you told me that a couple years ago with Jimmy Butler on the team, I would have been ecstatic. I was all on board the Miami Heat train when that was going down. And that was actually, like, I have not been paying attention to the NBA at all this season. Because the last time I was paying attention, Jimmy was on the Warriors. And that makes me feel bad. Oh, college football. Now I'm embarrassed. That was embarrassing. I can't even comment now. That's how embarrassed I am. I did not watch the college football game. For real, thank you for making me feel better. Fix my chat. Thank you, Sherry. Now it should be better for the rest of the stream. It should be. I need to keep an eye on that. But thanks for pointing that out, Sherry. Is Miami your team, Devsky? Do you have a college team? A lot of people don't. Come on, get in there. All right, that one on that side. Is this going to continue the Magician's Rod? How is that going to work? Is that the last step? And now this goes on this side right here, like that. And now we're going to be connecting a lot of these pieces to make another rod, but there's already a rod that he's holding over here. What the heck's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And connect them into that hole right there. That makes sense. That makes sense. Honestly, I'm probably the opposite. The home teams where I'm at, Devsky, I root for them to lose just because they always make, like, I used to be obviously a big fan of them growing up, but in my lifetime, they've literally only made bad decisions. So I just can't support them. So I'm kind of rooting for their downfall at this point, which sounds terrible, but it's honest. It is honest. All right, the next step is one of these small ones. Yes, it is. I'll probably put the ring on first, it seems like. Bro, they've just caused me so much heartache over the years that I'm just like, screw that. You know what I mean? Sherry, do you mean worldly football or do you mean American football? I used to watch world football. Soccer, as we call it here. But I don't anymore. It's just not convenient. It's not convenient for us over here, man. But American football, I do. I'm really looking forward to this Steelers versus Houston game. Actually, there's a lot of good games going on this weekend. A lot of good games. The Jacksonville game at Ravens Stadium, think about going. That would be nuts. That would be super cool to do. I highly recommend that. It's like the year of the GOATs for you, bro. You watched John Cena and now you're watching Messi. That would be super cool. If only it was Ronaldo, though. I will say that. If only it was Ronaldo. It would have been an easier decision. This is not going in. All the way. Come on. It's not what the picture's calling for, I don't think. Let's see. Let's see if I can jam this in. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's and I feel like Messi's super cool with fans too, so you might be able to get like an auto or something. This is not going in at all, so I'm starting to wonder if this is not correct. Oh, I see. They tricked me. In the book, they were calling for one of these with the stud on it. And then without skipping a beat, they actually tricked me and used one without the stud. That's why it wasn't going in all the way. I spent way too much time figuring that out. Oh well. And then I should be able, yep, now this pops on there. Whereas before it did not. This book is kind of tricky. Tricky at times. Come on there. There we go. Slide that up a little bit more, and I should just be able to slide that into the bottom now. Okay, we are really getting to the last bit here. The next thing is this piece, 3 of these, however, I don't see 3. Okay, I found it. It just was under my book. And now we want to do that first. And then a ring on each side. I have 2 rings. Okay, perfect amount of rings. 1, 2. We are really coming down. I think this is like one of the last steps now. 1 ring, and these are kind of hard to get on. Come on. Sherry, you left me hanging. I still don't know if you meant American football or European football. Man, some of these pieces just don't fit very well. Using the desk maybe will help. Come on now. Indian football. I don't watch it, unfortunately. I used to in high school. In high school, it was my jam. But it's just not convenient for me. Because like I have to like get a subscription service to some like Sky. If I remember correctly, it was like Sky TV or something like that. Or try to find a stream online somewhere. Okay, I finally got that ring on. And now this ring. Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty fancy schmancy. Another ring goes on there like that. Pop that in there like that. A final one. And then a finisher. Uh-oh. This is kind of a little bit sad. I think the only thing to do is pop this on here. Pop it on there like that. Definitely stay, Sherry. Come on now. We're almost done. Why in the world would that, if that question ever gets posed, I'm always going to say stay. However, if you have stuff to do, I understand. So don't feel like you need to stay. But your viewership and hanging out with me means the world, Sherry. Come on now. We're almost done with this thing. You're about to see the end of it, but I guess you already saw the end of it because you just built it. Now, in which manner do I put this on there? Okay. I always hate putting large pieces on this base because it is flimsy. Okay, let me make sure it's orientated properly. Orientate it like that. And it wants me to put it like this. There's the ball and socket joint on top of the... We're on the, on the side of the book. That's where it wants, right? The side of the book? Definitely. Now, where do I put the top of the... Let me see. Let me skip a page. That's it? Wow. After you complete, I want you to show you all. That's going to be disappointing, Sherry, for you. I do not have very many Legos at all. It's literally just this one and that Pikachu I was showing you. To be honest with you, I want you to show me yours because I've just from talking to you the last few days, You put together a couple of Lego sets already. So your collection must be insane. Okay, so that's on there. Does it tell me to... Okay, now the other one. Where's the other ball and socket joint? I just saw it. Oh, I see it. Okay, okay, I see it. Gotta twist things around. I think I put this together incorrect. Nope, I just gotta pivot things. Just gotta pivot things around and then put that there. How is this gonna stay up without me holding it? How is this gonna stay up? Jesus. I gotta do some acrobat moves now. Pop in there, okay. So now it's in there. Now I gotta twist this all around to make it look nice, at least. I guess it stays. That's pretty nuts. I guess it looks cool from the front, but you guys can't really see that. I'll try to get like a very good angle of it once it's done. Okay, so now it's time to put the Dark Magician on the whole figurine. Apparently it has a hole in it. After it's completed, turn on the lights. Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Where? How am I supposed to... Okay, so the Dark Magician has a hole in his butt, apparently, but I don't see it. Oh, now I see it. Huh. I think I might have put Dark Magician together backwards. Now that I'm looking at it. Because that is definitely on his front side. Huh. Is this supposed to reach around, Sherry? Well, that's not good. Dark Magician is backwards. The hole for the plug is... No wonder I was having a hard time. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I gotta think about this now. Because there's a hole for this tunic. And I don't think there's a hole on the front side. Did I mess up, or should I just give it a shot? Let's see how it's supposed to look. No, that's definitely coming from the front. Dang it, I'm about to take the Dark Magician apart. And that was very difficult to do. Okay, I don't think there's any help in it but to just do it. That's disappointing. Gotta take Dark Magician apart. Well, there goes its head. Just when I thought I was that close to being done, but this shouldn't take that long, I don't think. But that tunic was such a faff to do. Okay, first part, took off the tunic, or at least that half of the tunic. Okay, actually this is not that big of a deal. All I have to do is turn it around like that. Oh no. I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. The whole body came apart. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, jeez. Well, I need to do this anyways. Ah, jeez. That could have gone way better. Whew. Okay. So that needs to be in the back. So this needs to be orientated like that. I'm all mixed up now. So this needs to be orientated like this. So this needs to come up a little bit so I can stick this back in like that. Okay, that's one side kind of mended. Now this side needs to be mended. Twist the leg all the way around like that. Oh, wait a second. Does it matter? Does it matter? Does it show me which side is the interior? I think it wants it to be like that. Okay. Wait. No, it doesn't. It wants to be like that. For finishing the set, I hope you do live stream, regular east or west. You are the best. Thanks, bro. I had to take the Dark Magician apart. So it's not quite finished, but I appreciate that. And again, I appreciate you being here so many of the days. Okay, I have the legs backwards. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem anyways, is I have the legs totally backwards. This is supposed to be over here. That actually makes it an easier fix because they're just studs like that. So now I just need to swap the feet. There we go. Just swapping the feet is all. Making sure. Come on, get in there. All right, I got the feet back in the correct orientation. So this should just, I think this just pops back in there. I'm doing this just from memory because I'm not going to find the book. It's kind of straightforward. I think it's supposed to be like that. Okay, now I can just put the tunic back on, I think. Let's get the arms out the way. I think that was the next step, is the tunic after that. And this was actually probably, this tunic is probably the hardest part of the entire thing. I made my 3 friends. Dude, holy crap. That is awesome. Thank you so much. First of all, I've said this 100 times, so I hate repeating myself so much. I sound like a broken record, but just the fact that you're here, I appreciate. You're chatting, I appreciate. And the fact that you had your friends subscribe, bro. Man, you are the best. Seriously. Every time I get off stream, because of you, I'm buzzing. You and Devsky, awesome people, man. Come on. Yeah, this is not any easier than I remember it being. Gotta line up these holes of the tunic on a very shallow hole. Okay, I got it back on there. And now I gotta pull it up. I remember that was a problem. It kept sagging. Alright. Dark Magician halfway there again. Putting the shoulder pads and cloak or tunic finisher on there now. And this was stretched out, so this is going to be a lot easier, I think. Just going to make sure it doesn't... There we go. Got that back on there. That wasn't so hard. And now to pop back on the headpiece. Boom, Dark Magician back in all of its glory. So now I should be able to just follow the instructions. And then this leg wants to go out this way, apparently. The tunic in the back. I gotta really spread its legs, unfortunately. Dude, amazing. That helps tremendously. I'm glad that you like my stuff enough to do all this for me, bro. Oh man. It means the world to me, seriously. Woo! Dark Magician's on there, Sherry. Let's go. And now I need to place the hand, I think, on the... Oh, I see. I think I am... I want to see that minifig that you're talking about, Sherry, because I think I see why they included a minifig. Because this hand, they gave us more than one hand, and this hand goes on the, yeah, pretty much. I'm replacing his hand so it grips the bigger wizard rod. Man, that's a shame. I'm missing the... Oh no. Gotta twist this to make it look good. And then pop this hand on there. Come on, get in there. I got the wizard rod on the Dark Magician now. Gotta move its body a little bit so the rod is facing down like that. Oop, hit the mic. Hopefully that didn't cause like an ear blowout. I apologize, but the desk is getting kind of crowded. Boom. It is finished. Finally, Sherry. You saw this a couple days earlier than me, which is hilarious. Put the Dark Magician in a little bit better of a position. His leg's kind of awkward. This left leg is kind of awkward, and this right leg is too. Actually, the whole thing is. Okay. Boom. Put this rod back in. Okay, there we go. Woo! Finished. Let's go. Okay, now I gotta show it off to the camera. Thank you, Sherry. All right, this is how it looks like. The I gotta go way back. Look at that. The Dark Magician attacking out of the spell book of secrets, out of his magician circle. You can see a whole bunch of craziness, the crystals and whatnot all the way around. Let's see if I can twist it up like this, so the upside down. I don't have enough room to do that, but check that out. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a switch in the back. Oh, geez. And now I'm going to pull this. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. I just took out the battery stopper. And now I'm going to flip the switch. Woo. Check it. The things light up. That is what's up. Can I do this? Oh, I need to pull the cord for the magician's circle. I forgot to do that. Let's see if I can gently pry this open. Okay, I got that up. Taking that out. Putting it back. Come on, put it back. Trying to put it back. Okay. All right, check it out. Everything's lit up now except for the ball, because I have to take that ball. It's not really showing up that well on the camera, but it's lit up. You have to trust me. It's lit up for real. Should I take that ball apart and turn that on? I kind of want to. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Should I do it? Man, it's such a difficult thing to do. I don't really want to do it. Okay, I'm doing it. No, I don't want to do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing it. Because it's so hard to get it on there, you know what I mean? Okay, since I already... Okay, I'm taking it apart. That's annoying. Is there... I wish there was an easy way to do this. Taking it apart. I don't want to. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, look how cool that looks. First of all, it's like a sun on camera. Now I'm gonna have to put this all back just for a quick shot of it. There. And then this goes on this side, right? And then this side. Put the rod back in its place. Get in there. Ah, this thing is so finicky. Luckily, once I'm done, it just goes on a shelf. I don't have to keep touching it. Ooh, it's in there. Okay, check it out. Bro, bye. Let's meet tomorrow. Sounds good, Sherry. Thanks for being here. You saw me finish it. And hopefully you get to see this before you leave. Everything's lit up now. Everything's lit up. Boom. Dark magic. You could have just use a Bluetooth or hey, Google nightlight for that. That's a good idea. But check it out. Everything's lit up. You saw the finish of it. Thanks for being here. Hopefully I see you tomorrow, Sherry. Perfect way to end the tonight's stream because you saw the finish. Let's go, baby. I gotta take a picture of this. I'm gonna turn everything off. And the foot fell off. And of course, it's not going back in very easy. If that's just not always the way. There we go. If it's not something, it's something. Come on, get it. Get that light piece. So sweet, I'm here. Thanks, man. It looks... First time I used light up Legos. Finished it with my boy Sherry. I wonder, this is probably not going to translate very well to the stream. But I'm going to turn the light off. Oh my goodness. You guys can still see that, but you probably can't see me. Check that out. Light up. Dark Magician, Dark Magic Attack Lego set. What a world we're living in. Crazy. I'm going to take a picture of that and I'm going to turn the light back on. If anyone's just joined the stream, they were like, why is this dude streaming in the dark? What a weirdo. All right, I'm turning the light back on. Woo. It's a lot taller than I was expecting. Jeez Louise. Oh, actually, I still have one other thing to do, right? I have to build that little nameplate, and I want to look up that minifigure we're talking about. All right, so that is... I'm going to turn the lights off so it doesn't run out of battery. Oh, I just remembered I have to turn the ball off. Once I turn that ball off, it's never coming back on, probably. Until I do something like what you told me to do. Like the wire or Bluetooth. Alright, put those to the side. Actually, that's not that bad. It's only a couple pieces to remove. It is not that bad. It just seems a little intimidating because it's so finicky. But once you do it once or twice, it's not bad. Yeah, that went on pretty easy. I made it out to be worse than it is. Okay. Oh, this piece fell off somehow. I wonder where that is. Oh well. Put this back on. That is a problem for a different day. Get on there, son. There we go. Voila. All right, time to finish this up. It's kind of anticlimactic that that wasn't the finisher, and this little thing is, but gotta see it through at this point. This is just a little nameplate. All right, this is calling for 2 A-frame pieces going together like that, connecting with a 3x2 at the back of it or the front of it. Okay, that makes me feel better. I was like, I'm missing the minifig, but it's kind of weird, right, Sherry? That they give us an extra small wizard rod. Why would they do that? It don't make no sense. Am I missing something? But at least I'm not missing a minifig, because that would be no bueno. All right, this side. This goes on there like that. The next step calls for 2 ramps, or just 1 ramp? No, 2 ramps. So where's the second ramp? Oh, it was on the floor. That could have been a lot worse. The ramps goes in this orientation on the sides. Like that. And then we're building it up in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Like that. And then the next piece, we're doing a large one of these. A less large one. This goes at the top. The number plate. My number is 168. Sherry, what's yours? 168 is not the most appealing number. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah, I guess they're about the same size. Huh. In my mind, that rod is a lot smaller. That's kind of funny how I thought that. Anyways, this goes on there, and that's about it. And now we're using this piece. Yes, this piece. And probably the rest of the pieces. We're going to be doing this here. And we will be connecting them. Let's see, in what orientation are we connecting these things? We want to flip it over, it looks like. And we want to be putting this. Everything is fair. All right, I'm not missing any chats. But we want to, and it's dark in here, so I gotta bring it close in the light. Oh, I see. We're actually gonna be building on the back side of this. And we want to wing this out, I guess, for a little bit of structural integrity, which is like the first time this set has cared about that. And then the diamond pieces are going in the corner pieces like that. Not bad. So that's actually structurally sound. And then this goes hanging off there like a little bit. And we should be able to just snap that in place like that. Actually, it wants it to be positioned like this. So bam, that is the conclusion. 123. 123 is a way better number. How did you get a better number and you bought this after me? That's hilarious. You could, oh, that was it. Oh, Sunny Shine. You could have just used a Bluetooth or Hey Google nightlight for that, so remote control. I thought that was you saying that, Sherry. My apologies, Sunny Shine. I have all the chat, so I'm a little dyslexic, so I apologize for that. But that's funny that you got a better number than me, Sherry. I got 168. And that is the end of the book. I can't believe it. And we're oh, wait. Sherry, they have more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. They have the Egyptian God cards. Those are awesome. Huh. And a different pose for the Dark Magician. Oh, they also have the blue eyes. Man, that's super cool. And there is the ending logo. Well, that's all she wrote for this Lego set, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. There is the nameplate, and there is the Dark Magician. Whew. It kind of feels like just yesterday I started this. I've learned a lot about streaming, and I got a cool figure, met some cool people. So I think I'm going to sign off. I think I'm going to sign off now. Sherry, if you left already, hope you're having a good day. But if you haven't, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big test for me, because I will no longer have this Yu-Gi-Oh safety net. This Lego safety net, because I don't have any more Legos put together. So it's pretty much going to be all on me. Tomorrow's going to be a big test. Hopefully, I don't wuss out and I'm back. Well, with that, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night.